everyone, thanks so much for tuning in today. Today I'm showing you how to make this lovely emulsified butter, and I'll be using a bunch of ingredients. It's important to first note that the color is 100% natural, and I'll be showing you how I got that shade. So first I'll be using kupasu butter in this creation. So kupasu butter on its own is it's a very strong emollient, and I'll also be using refined shea butter, which we make sure that is naturally refined, and I'll be using kukui nut oil and some pure avocado oil, some pomegranate seed oil in this mixture. I'll also be using our vegetable glycerin in this creation. Of course, the essential oils are entirely up to you, but I'll be using grapefruit essential oil and some rosemary essential oil. So I will be using some cetyl alcohol and some emulsifying wax because I like to get a thick emulsified butter, and the color is from Hibiscus. So Hibiscus is a wonderful colorant, edible colorant, I would say, because we also drink this at home. Believe it or not, we use it for making a drink, and it's a medicinal drink as well. So hibiscus is such a beautiful plant, and it's very resilient and well known for anti-inflammatory properties. So I have gone ahead to infuse it, and the result is this very dark red color, very vibrant, highly pigmented, as I did make sure to infuse it for some days. You don't have to, but I just left it in the refrigerator, and I'll just take it as I need to drink, and then it ended up being this beautiful color. Of course, you don't need to infuse it for so long, but yeah, it was just coincidental. You don't need to go several days to get this vibrant color, of course. And well, as we go along, you would just see how you could customize this recipe to suit you, because if you don't like the dark reddish color that I got in the end, you can also choose to lightly infuse your hibiscus. So I'm going ahead to create here the oil version of the emulsified butter. So I've added my kupuasu, the refined shea butter, the cetyl alcohol, the emulsifying wax, and a bunch of oils that I'll be using in the recipe. So from my ingredients here, I'm sure you can, if you're used to making emulsified products, you can already envisage what I'm going for here. So I'm going for a really waxy, thick butter as the result. So if you want your creation to be a lot lighter, then you can obviously ease up on some of the butters. But I wanted to just add these emollient butters and oils to the mixture, so that's why I'm going with this recipe. So you can see here that I already have my water base, and now I'm just pouring it into the oil base. So I'm sorry I did not talk about how I had added the glycerin into the hibiscus. So that's just the part that I didn't discuss. But if you're conversant with making these kinds of emulsified products, then you already know what had gone in at that point. So here I am just blending in, mixing the water and oil together just to start the process. So I do use this immersion blender just to make sure that everything gets nicely incorporated and blends well together. So yeah, I really like this stage for some reason. It just looks really nice. So I'm seeing a pinkish color, which I am not mad at. So I'm really happy with how it's already looking. So I just had my orchid here to show the contrast between the two colors. Yeah, so my orchid is a water-based orchid, so I'm planting it. I just took it out of the container it came in and put it in a water-based culture. So that's why I'm able to just highlight it in my DIY because it's just so beautiful. I just wanted to showcase it. All right, so yeah, so I just blended everything in, as you can see, and it's looking like it's coming together. So obviously water and oil don't mix, but then in order to make it mix, then you have to add these kinds of products that I've used in this recipe. So for example, I have added the most fine wax, and then I've added some cetyl alcohol, which is a thickener, just to make sure that the product eventually comes together and settles and thickens to a good consistency. So if you are looking for a lighter consistency, then you might want to add more, like a lot less cetyl alcohol, and just vary the ingredients like that. So this is how it is. I just left it alone, and yeah, came back, and then it had thickened very nicely, and I'm really liking how it's looking. So I'll just go ahead and mix it up together. Some people just keep mixing it all through just to make sure, but I already ensured that all the components had come together with the immersion blender, so I didn't bother, or I wasn't worried about it coming out smooth or not. I just knew it was gonna come out smooth anyway. So I'm just mixing it vigorously just to do the final mixing. So it's taking a very nice texture. So I'm really liking the end product. So what I made this for, I wanted to make a simple deep conditioner, but then I used it as a deep conditioner. I would still show the video where I applied it on my hair, and it was just an incredible deep conditioner because it really made my coils clump together. So I was so happy. But still, this is a very good twist butter because you don't really need to wash it out of your hair. There's no reason. There's no soap in here that needs to be washed out. So you can use it as a twist definition cream. You can use it as a moisturizing cream because it definitely works so well as a humectant. I was just experimenting pretty much, but it turned out to be really great. I'm sure you would like this if you decide to make it. So I'm just going ahead to add the other components, which is I did add a little bit of preservative. So you can use Optifan or you can use Germaben if you would like to keep this for a while. But if you just wanted to use it once, then I mean, of course, you don't need to add any preservative. You can just go ahead and add your essential oils and just apply it as a deep conditioner, and you'll be good to go as well. So I'm going ahead here to add my essential oils. So some people just like to test it out on the side just to make sure that the mixture is able to take in the additives that you're putting in before you then go ahead to add it to the main batch. So that's kind of like what I'm doing. I'm not really expecting any kind of disintegration, but just in case. Yeah, so you're just mixing it all together. The color is just still there, and the texture, everything is just beautiful naturally. So when you look at it, you really don't need to add artificial color when you're making these DIY creations, because there's a lot of colors that you can get naturally, from nature. So you could get yellow from nature, you could get pink from nature, you could get red from nature, you could get green, blue from nature, and you really don't need to add any artificial coloring. Or recently, a bunch of food products here in the United States are being banned because they contain some dangerous chemical additives that even you find in kids' snacks. And I just wonder, why do we need these things actually? We just could use natural ingredients that are pure and just from nature and equally beautiful and very appealing. So I'm just going ahead to put it into a jar. I ended up just using some of it straight from the container that I used. So I'm sure that this recipe would really work for people that sell on their Etsy store, or people that just have their handmade business that sell on their website, because it's just a natural and very simple DIY that you can create at home or at work, for sale, or for yourself and your family. So I will be including the exact recipe in my ebook that is coming up. I do have an ebook that is on the website already, but I've made a bunch of recipes that I will be including in that ebook, and there's a bunch of other recipes that I'll be adding, and that will be out in December. So please stay tuned and be sure to visit our blog if you're looking for any detailed recipes, any advice on some of the DIY creations that you would like to make, any kind of help when you're trying to source products. Be sure to contact us and we'll be very happy to help you out with that. And I do hope that you can see how this texture has turned out. So it ended up, like I said, because I added a bunch of butters and oils that are very thick emollients naturally, it did end up being a very nice twist butter, very nice for holding coils and things like that. So it's a multi-purpose product that you would find after you make this, and you can use it in different ways on your hair and in any other way you would like to use it. So I do hope that you stay tuned for more DIY videos. And obviously I split the batches, so you can decide to add more essential oils to one and just vary your essential oils as you see fit. So that's just what I've done here, and I'm really liking the way the products turned out, the scent. So because it ended up being pink, very dark pink, you can then add more naturally fruity scents like grapefruit essential oil that can be used, and any other essential oil that you would like to use. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't hesitate to share with your friends, subscribe, and follow us on our social media channels. And I hope you stay blessed with your whole family. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.